So hey, what's up guys, Pesady here and welcome back another project overview. So recently I made a project, my personal project, and if you are following me on my YouTube page or social media, you can see, you are seeing that I posting a lots of concept art creation inside Element 3D. So this is just like that one. So this is not gonna be a full tutorial, but believe me, I will show you all the steps which I did, so you can create your own self without a full tutorial. So let me get started after this intro. For all things I will provide a link, so you can go my description and you can check the download link. So let's get started. So first I make a new composition and I made a new layer and I apply Element 3D. So let me go inside the scene setup. So here you can see I imported a astronaut, you can see, and I just simply using a environment from the backlight collection like this one, but this is not matter too much. And here you can see this is triple S subsurface scattering. You can switch with a single light to see this astronaut, so something like that, and I just place it in a group 1. And here is a one more comp with a plant I just exported as OBJ from Cinema 4D. So I will also put the link of this plant so you can follow along with me. Make sure whenever you import any model, you can just optimize mesh, so it will down some of the vertices to move faster. So hit OK. So now the astronaut is in group 1 and the plant is in group 2. So let me set off the depth of field for now. So now let me open this and I can go to the group 2, and here I use 3D grid to replicate them, and I just place it something like this. And if I switch to the view, so let me switch to the custom view, so you can see I just replicate them around 22 in a Z direction and 26 in a X direction, and I just scale it, step scale, and I just place my astronaut in somewhere in middle of these plants. And then you can go to the active camera, and then I just make a background which is a simple layer of a star. You can download it from anywhere on web and you can just use it. I use a linear wipe to cut it from bottom and also from the top and make it darker. I use optics compensation like this to make like this. Let me switch to the half res so we can see the preview fast. Now let me switch to the Element 3D layer. And then I go to the render setting, and here I use some of the light. Let me show one by one. So this is an ambient light. You can see ambient with the 5% of opacity. Then I use one of the spotlight. Let me see. So then I use the spotlight, and this is an yellow color, I mean the orange color, and it will casting light from this side. Let me switch to the view so you can see, and one more light from the right side, and this is a blue light, and you can check the intensity and the darkness and the color, everything. Let me switch to the active camera, and now I just make a VC orb. I just make a new solid layer and then apply a VC orb plugin on here, and then I use some of my texture for earth. You can see every map, illumination map, glossy map, and the normal map. You can see to make a earth. So here is it, you can see. And then let me show all these things. And then I make one more copy of the VC orb for the environment like this, you can see. Then we can go to the element 3D and go to the shadow and enable shadow. This time ray trace shadow is not working, that's why I use shadow mapping. But if your graphics card support, you can definitely go to the ray trace shadow. So I'm going to enable, but let me switch to the custom view so you can see it better. Enable it, you can see just a little bit, because this is in a middle and this is not physically correct. That's why the plants are also casting inside the astronaut, and that is result is not actually coming good. That's why I enable just a little bit. And I also added ambient occlusion to fill out some area, and I use these types of setting, you can see. Then the main purpose for making this concept art is a blur or focus distance, which I basically experimented to get a real elastic focus and the realistic depth of field. That's why I'm making this one. So let me duplicate this element 3D layer for making the fog, and I'm going with the Z depth no ambient occlusion, and I'm just going to add a tint effect here, and I'm going to just add a blue like this, and I'm going to down the intensity something around 36, something like this, you can see before and after. This is creating much more realism in our scene. And then we can try to add the focus distance, I mean the depth of field. So starting from the below layer, so here is our environment, the sky layer. So I am using the camera lens blur, and simply you can just apply them and like this one. Then I go to the VC orb, and here is the camera lens blur again like this, and for this one also. And then I'm going to the camera and just press double A and just enable it, and this is the setting you can see which I used, and this is it. Now you can go to the element 3D layer and you can apply some render setting, just like you can increase the multi-sampling and the sampling and aliasing and make it full res. And then come over here and make it full render. This is it. Now let's save it, and the rest of the things we will do inside Photoshop. So just click here. This is, by the way, this is FX Console. You can download it from Video Copilot. It's 100% free. So just click here and it will take a snapshot. And now let's jump inside Photoshop. is the first one which I created, and I forget to hide this black Z-def which I created for fog, and this is after that one. So this is the way how you can create some realistic good looking concept art inside Element 3D using some of the 3D models and some of your compositing skill. And this is the power of depth of field. So this is it, guys, and thanks for loving me, thanks for supporting me. I am NPS3D, and we will see you next time with another great tutorial or project review, or project overview or breakdown. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching this video, and we will see you next time with a great tutorial. That's it for now, guys.